What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Tatum Brothers video. And I just want to start by saying that I live in Texas, and the weather right now in Texas is kind of dropping, and my allergies started acting up. So if my nose starts to sound like I'm stuffed up, it's because I am, and I'm trying to breathe. So yeah, so forgive me for that. But anyways, let's get back into the video. So what I have for you guys today is a review. Yes, back at another review. And today, of course, I'm gonna be talking about another anime. I know I've been doing a lot of animes, but that's what I've been watching lately, and I'm gonna talk about it. If I like it, I'm gonna talk about it. If I kind of like it, I'll if I don't like it, you'll never hear about it. You'll never hear about it. But all right. So, like I said, Netflix recently has come out some pretty decent anime, and this anime I'm talking about is Blood of Zeus. All right. And this anime was I don't know, I would say it's kind of predictable in a sense, kind of what happened, but it was very fun and kind of got attached to some of the characters for sure. For at least for me, there's a few characters I was like, oh yeah, I like that character a lot. So there's a lot of that in there. So what Blood of Zeus is about is a guy named Heron, basically, and obviously by the name of the anime, he's a Blood of Zeus. He's a child of Zeus, obviously. So, but the only thing is that he's half god, half human. So he's a demigod. So we kind of go on this little journey and figure out, who his dad is, and trying to figure out why his dad's never around, and his mom tells him, hey, I know the A, B, and C happens to him. There's a reason why he can't be around all the time, and blah blah blah. And so that was really cool, trying to figure out that part of why his dad wasn't around and things like that. So that was fun. And we kind of see that obviously Zeus has a god wife. So obviously this man, he stepped out. All right, he stepped out where he shouldn't have, but he shouldn't have. See, this is a perpetuating whole stereotype that men ain't not good. All right, the men aren't good. That wasn't the case. But the thing is, Zeus really loved his son, and as throughout this anime, you kind of see him go out his way to try to protect his son as best as he can. And there's a lot of other things too that you don't really see until maybe halfway through. It's like, oh wait, this is also that. So there's a lot of cool stuff like that type of thing. So another part of Blood of Zeus is that there's this little flashback of the gods fighting these giants and stuff like that. So what we see is that the gods fight the giants, and obviously the gods defeat the giants, and they kind of cast them off in the water. But the one thing about that, one of the giants got washed up on the shore, and somebody somehow found one of the giants, and because they were starving, they've been running from people for so long, they had to eat something, and they just started eating giant flesh. And what they didn't know is that once they eat the giant flesh, they kind of become like a miniature giant. They start gaining the powers of the giant, but they transform to this weird zombie type thing. It's real weird. And basically that's what Heron, the main character, is kind of basically fighting against. You see these people, these little zombie characters kind of run around, and you see Heron and a bunch of other people kind of go on fighting these little miniature giant people and trying to figure out the best way how to keep yourself safe, and trying to protect people as well too in the same process without destroying everything. So there's that whole thing. One thing this show kind of reminded me of, kind of like the drawing style a little bit, and kind of there's a bit of fighting. Kind of reminds you of Justice League a little bit, or kind of DC, kind of how they fight. Superman comes those power punches and they kind of fly back when they get hit. Kind of reminds me, it's kind of that drawing style kind of reminds me of that, which is something I enjoy. I like the DC and Justice League and all that good stuff. So that was kind of something I kind of see, like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Justice League a little bit. So that was fun. But for the most part, the show for me was predictable, like I said in the beginning, but it was also some parts that I didn't expect to happen. And let me just say, hell have no fury like a woman scorn. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that and let y'all figure it out. Go ahead and watch Blood of Zeus and see what I mean. Cause Zeus done stepped out, and then stuff just started falling apart from there. That's all I gotta say, right? So like I said, it was a fun ride. There's still a lot of stuff in there that I didn't particularly see right and get at what happened. So it was a good I guess first season. I guess I don't know if there will be a second season, but I can see how they could make a second season because there were a lot of characters that I enjoyed in there and how they could kind of develop on the characters a little bit more. So there's that aspect of it, and I hope they kind of do, because first season was okay. This season was okay. If there's a second season, I think they can definitely for sure improve on it and make it a little more, enjoyable, as you can say. So for me, I would rate this around 6.5, 6.5, right in that range. So nothing too crazy, but I think it's worth the watch. Just kind of, just kind of following this kid's journey and kind of how he goes about navigating this whole Zeus is my dad thing, which he finds out later on in the anime. Zeus is my dad thing. So yeah, let me know if you guys have seen it and what were your thoughts on it, and let me know if you kind of like these anime videos, or should I just continue doing anime videos just strictly on Netflix, or should I do any anime I've seen before, because I've seen a lot of anime, so I can talk about a lot. But so let me know if you want me to just do strictly like Netflix original type animes, because like I said, they've been coming out some good ones recently, and I'm enjoying them. So and yeah, if you enjoy, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next one. Much love.